That right there is sound and really the sights many University City residents will never forget. Flash flooding in the summer of 2022, forcing emergency rescues, evacuations. I mean, folks right there carrying out the belongings, what they could grab in laundry baskets. Just a mess to clean up. Well, since that day, there has been a search for solutions so something like that never happens again.
And tonight, nearly 4 years after that devastating flood, community residents will be coming together to discuss prevention methods. First Alert 4's Justin Andrews live for us this morning in University City, looking into what could be on the table. Justin.
Yeah, good morning to you, Mo. Good morning, Claire, as well. Flood experts and the next potential U-City mayor will all be in the same room here at the high school at the library, talking about ways of protecting neighborhoods for the next big storm. So if you're a resident here in University City, make sure you make note of this. If you're coming to this conversation, expect to hear from SLU biology professor who will explain how green infrastructure like rain gardens, trees, and greenways can slow storm runoff and reduce flood risks. A certified floodplain manager will also share a plan from Springfield, Missouri, showing how cities can redesign creeks and streets to better handle heavy rain. Plus, we'll learn about updates to the city's code red warning system. Tonight's meeting, the info detailed right here on your screen. It is being organized by the University Heights Flood Task Force, along with several environmental and civil rights groups. Take note of the information on your screen if you want to be there. It starts at 7 o'clock tonight inside University City High School Library. University City mayoral candidates are expected to also lay out their plans if they get elected. So a lot happening here tonight, and I'm pretty sure some residents will be here hearing these conversations. We're live in University City this morning. I'm Justin Andrews, First Alert 4.
Yeah, high interest at that meeting for sure. All right, thank you very much, Justin.